Welcome to another episode of The Brand Called You, a podcast and podcast show that brings you leadership lessons, knowledge, experience, and wisdom from hundreds of successful individuals from around the world. I am your host, Ashutosh Garg, and today I'm delighted to welcome a very accomplished and unusual entrepreneur from India, Madhavi Vippulancha. Madhavi, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ashutosh. It's so nice to be here.
Thank you. Madhavi is the co-founder of Vistaraku, which is organic leaf tableware. So, Madhavi, let's talk about Vistaraku. Tell me about this venture.
Yeah, basically, I'm a pharmacy graduate, and after doing that, I been to US. I worked as a pharmacist for 3 years, and then my husband started feeling like that we should go back home. So it was in 2004 we decided to move back because we wanted our kids to get hold of our culture and heritage. So we moved, and after that I was craving to work as a pharmacist or in the industry. Because earlier before going to US I had been working in the industry and also as a hospital pharmacist and in US as a pharmacist. So I was like I always been thinking about working because my mom is also a pharmacist and she worked for 30 years. So I was like all the time thinking I should do something, then but because of the kids and my husband's travel, I never ventured into work. But I was doing courses in organic farming, natural farming, and yoga, and I did a course in early childhood education and all these things. So later, we started this composting unit in Gandipet, where we live in Hyderabad. And after seeing that the dump yard, the cows were eating all the plastic. So we started this composting unit, and it spread into 10 villages nearby. So then we saw all these plates, dumped and all. So we noticed that there's no alternative for plastic as such, not much those days. So we decided, we saw this small scale industry model in NIRD. It's an Institute of Rural Development. So this model, we have seen that, and they're making leaves with Addaku. It's called Bohemia Wahi. It's a creeper. So when we came to this farm, when we came back from US, my husband bought this place farm. It's a 25-acre farm. So we connected immediately. We said, why don't we, because we've been doing this composting and all, why don't we, do something in this second phase of life? Why don't we start something biodegradable, compostable product? And we have a farm, so why don't we, and in 2010, I was struck with breast cancer. So this also was like, okay, so I understood that we are leading a very harmful life. We don't know what we are eating on our plate, what comes in through our plate. So we decided, let us do organic farming, and it will go well with this. And my husband quit his job, and in 2019 we moved to the farm, started this unit, and it has been a really nice venture, and it is like a family business. So it's going on.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that is how we started.
Fantastic. And you use Palash leaf, right?
Yes. When we came to this farm, we had many trees here, Palash trees. So the beauty of the tree is it becomes, completely like a flame of the forest in one season. So when I saw that, and in the other season, it was completely green, and we connected to the traditional way of eating, like we used to eat when we were kids for festivals. We used to stitch and eat.
Correct.
So it's made with Palash. So immediately I asked my husband, why don't we make plates with this Palash? So that's how we started.
Okay. And what is so special about the Palash leaf that, it lends itself to be made into crockery as compared to other leaves?
Yeah, this Palash leaf is actually has multifold benefits, health benefits. And it is, the structure of the leaf itself is leathery, and it has a smooth leathery finish and has a longer shelf life when compared to other leaves. And you name it, and it has, when I Googled it, I was shocked to see the health benefits. Like they have so many, more than 500 benefits. You name it, like anti-helminthic, diabetic, whatever, skin. It's also good for skin. It also has antioxidants. I was shocked to see. I mean, why are we chopping off? Like all our farmers chop off these trees, thinking that it's not a good thing. Even the wood is useful, the bark is useful, the root is useful, the flower is useful. So I mean, I was shocked. I mean, surprised to see so many benefits, and then it's really good that anti-diabetic is there. So earlier people used to eat in these leaves every day. So we wanted to bring back the same tradition again.
Wonderful. So, as you were building this venture, what have been some of your challenges and your learnings?
Yeah, I mean, the challenges are workforce. Workforce is a big challenge. And I mean, it also like we wanted to do it completely plastic free. So we are still looking at a plastic free alternative for packaging. Because even the bioplastic is also kind of a plastic, which is it's not a plastic, but you need to degrade it in hot water. So that is a big challenge. And workforce also, we have a good workforce here, but the thing is, whenever there is rice, paddy, transplantation and all, they run away to that side. So a little bit, it has been challenging on a physically. We have to be fit, and we have to. Most of the work we have been doing, from scratch. So like packaging, sending, and the third challenge is marketing. So the finished product is ready, but I think the biggest challenge is marketing challenge we are facing right now.
Okay.
But luckily we have been lucky enough to have the social media play a good role. I mean, we haven't done much of marketing. The media has done for us.
Okay.
So that way we are lucky, but the challenge is really marketing. Yeah.
Very interesting. And tell me about your range of products that you make with Palash leaves.
Ashutoshji, we have really a wonderful range. It starts from 16 inch, the biggest one. And it's we have it as a sitting plate, like Bhojanam for weddings. And then it goes down from 16 to 13 inches, 12 inches, then 11 inches, 10 inch, 8 inch, then 6 inch. All these are plates. Only the 16 inch and 13 inch, we cater to sitting plates. That is where when you sit down or, you can't hold them and eat. So you can put them at the table and eat. So these mostly caters for the weddings and parties, where you sit down. The remaining all are buffet plates, where we use corrugated sheet. Food grade corrugated sheet, and it is stuck with food grade gum and to the leaf, and we do it. So completely compostable. Yeah, the remaining we have two more products. They are bowls from 6 inch to 4 inch, 4.5 inch bowls for soups and salads. Yeah.
Okay. And these you say are completely biodegradable, isn't it?
Yeah, these are completely biodegradable. Forgot to say about the takeaway boxes we have recently made. This is for the biryani, takeaway boxes, the dry snacks. So we made a 1 kg, it carries 1 kg weight. So that is how it's a box, complete box. Yeah.
Okay. And are you experimenting with other types of leaves also, or staying only with one?
Yes, we are experimenting with various products. Like my son actually has joined us. He's a master's in product design from France. So he has joined us, the Vistaraku company, and he's doing a lot of R&D with other products like crushed, whatever, banana fiber. He's doing with, with what product? Cow dung. Not cow dung. Cow dung. We're doing liners actually for baskets, waste paper basket. For the baskets, we're doing liners using other material. Lot of material like wheat husk, rice husk, and corn cob and all. So these are the materials we're trying. Yeah. And Bohemia Wahi, as it is Adaku. It's a siali leaf and sal leaf. All these we are doing.
Very interesting. And how do your prices compare? Because these are disposable, or do people wash it and keep it?
No, these are disposable completely. We don't wash them. but I mean, if it is a dry snack or something, maybe you can dust it and use it, but not recommended to reuse it. So I mean, one use, single use. Yeah,
Well,
that is how it is actually.
I understand, but if you look at the mindset or the psyche of all of us Indians, we don't like to throw anything away.
Yes,
We
yes.
even, I mean, I'm much older, and I remember from the time I was very young, we used to even get ball pen refills to put into our ball pens. We
Exactly.
would throw our ball pens away also, which were 1 rupee or 1.5 or 1 rupee 50 paisa. How do you find it? From a person, the perspective of acceptance of throwing away something that I'm using.
Yeah, actually, some people have asked us, can we reuse them and all, but most of them know that we've been using Vistaraku. This is a traditional way. We eat it once and then it is folded and then, placed into the dustbin. So, I mean, overall, we have not got many inquiries about washing it and reusing, but people do think that it is slightly expensive. But I would say that it's when you watch its benefits and it's over and above all these plastic and all, and reusing is really, I mean, it's not at all doesn't come into picture at all. So definitely,
I'm in full agreement with you. But tell me a little bit about pricing, because if a ceramic plate costs X, how many? What would be the price comparison? How many Palash leaf plates will I have to use for one plate of ceramic?
It's very cheap. It is very cheap when compared to a ceramic plate, because it's only a big 12-inch dinner plate or lunch plate costs us 5 rupees max for bulk and 6 rupees in retail. So I mean, it is nothing. In fact, when compared to for weddings and all, they spend some 10 lakhs and all for decoration. So this is like, you have 1,000 people, so 1,000 into 5 is 5,000. Is hardly anything, it's peanuts. So and these days there are not even not many marriages and also I mean, not many people are attending marriages. So it's nothing, Ashtaji. It's very basic. I think anybody can afford. At least we can do something for the environment.
I agree with you.
That is because the raw material cost is so high. The leaf that we acquire is so costly. It comes all the way from Orissa, the transport, and then the food grade corrugated sheet and all that. So we need to have a little margin. So that is how it is priced like that.
Very good. No, I mean, I'm in agreement with you on completely on disposable crockery. I think it's a fantastic idea and something that I hope will be accepted. But from now moving to say a marketing mix, you have mentioned that one big set of customers is the wedding category. Are you beginning to see homes also adapting such your products?
Yes. Many people eat in these leaves daily, on a daily basis. Like we have some clients who order regularly. Their parents insist that they should eat only in these every day. Okay. So I mean, definitely not only this, like we at home we eat every day on leaf, natural leaf. We just pick up any badam leaf or anything. So we just line it on our ceramic plate and we eat it. So or any leaf actually. Yeah. So I recommend it. Yeah, definitely people should understand the values. When the hot food is put on the leaf, the antioxidants from the leaf enter into the food and it makes it more tasty and also healthier, a lot more healthier.
Okay. And, if you look at it from another perspective, traditionally, the banana leaf has been used a lot in South India, and it's also being used in a lot in North India.
Yes.
What is why is it that the banana leaf is not the natural choice for crockery?
Yeah, the Ashutoshji is a very nice question, but the thing is, banana leaf doesn't have shelf life. When it is pressed, it turns into black, dark color, and it doesn't have the texture holding capacity as this Palash leaf has. So it's only used when it is fresh, but can't be stored. And these can be stored, they can be, handled, transportation and all is easy. This banana leaves only stays only for 2 days, 3 days, that's all, 1 day max. Yeah.
And for a product which is only 5 rupees, as you were just telling me, my question to you is that when you look at transportation of finished goods and raw material, that must be a very big segment of your costing, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It costs a lot. The transportation. It's actually just from Orissa we have to bring it, so that's a big cost. And then from our place to the place where we have to deliver, so that is another cost. Yeah.
Okay. One more question about Vistaraku, and then I'll move to the next segment. How are the younger people accepting disposable products? Because they are much more conscious of the environment than older people like me.
Yes. I think that that is the biggest mistake I did. Like, I haven't started younger. I would have, I think that younger people are actually taking it in a very good way when compared to older people. For example, my son himself has joined after doing for 1 year. He worked in a company. He said, no, I want to do in sustainable products. So I was shocked and surprised, but it was very good surprise for me because he joined a company and he's helping us. So, I mean, one live example at home itself, I can say that, not only he, but himself, but there are so many multiple, I've seen younger kids like 13-year-old, they're starting their own company. And I think, yes, I mean, that's one big factor which India is lacking, because parents don't encourage the children to do, something on their own. They don't have belief in their kids. They say, "Nahi, beta, you have to, work, a job, or, take a job and, work hard, take a job and, live your life like that." But there's so much satisfaction to be a, entrepreneur. So
I understand.
That is, yeah.
I agree with you. So now let's move to the next segment. I have time for 2 or 3 questions for you. My first question to you is that you're building up this very, very interesting environmentally conscious organization, Vistaraku. What are some of the core values you believe in your company?
Yes, we want to believe in completely. We believe in biodegradability and cleanliness, and what is it? Biodegradable and cleanliness, and we have to meet the market. So we want to be true to what we are doing. So that is important. These are the 3 values, and that keeps us going. These are the 3 things we believe in.
Wonderful. And my next question to you is, what does success mean to you?
Success is something which keeps on going. I don't think that there's finally success sometime, because as you keep working, you learn new things. You learn new things from your failures and keep you moving. Every day it's a small success and a small failure, but we want keep on, getting better and better. So I don't think there's a complete definition for success, but every day is a new learning.
Wonderful.
And I learn from everybody, from anything, even the nature is the biggest teacher.
I know, and you are in products that are being grown by nature, so therefore that's quite amazing.
Staying in the lap of nature. Staying in the lap of nature.
Yeah.
Sorry, staying in the lap of nature teaches you so many things.
Absolutely.
So
right.
I don't think nature looks at success as a definition or, as a key thing to go ahead. It's like just go on doing it, and nature will teach you. I mean, it's like that. Keep going.
Very interesting. And my last question to you, and this is for all the people who will listen to our conversation. A lot of them are young startup entrepreneurs. You started an entrepreneurial venture a few years ago. What would your advice be to a young entrepreneur who's starting off on her or his journey as a startup?
Yeah, the very good question, sir. Actually, I would say that the young people should start with a small budget. immediately they will, once they have to showcase their product first. Or, whatever product is already there, let them do it first, initially, and then make innovation into it. So a small innovation, and definitely, starting itself is a big thing. So the funding aspect is very important. So basically, let them not wait for funding. Let them start with whatever small finances they have, and grow the company big.
Okay. Madhavi, thank you very much.
My advice.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Madhavi. This was a pleasure speaking to you, and thank you for sharing so much information about Palash and the business that you're doing. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to the Brand Called You videocast and podcast, a platform that brings you knowledge, experience, and wisdom of hundreds of successful individuals from around the world. Do visit our website www.tbcy.in to watch and listen to the stories of many more individuals. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just search for the Brand Called You.